Hi everyone, Marie-Therese Lawler here. I am starting this cheerleading site. Welcome. I started it because I wanted to inspire everyone to become a cheerleader. I first learned about cheerleading around fourth grade in the Philippines when I was attending a school there. It was a private school, and it had a high school attached to it across the street. And our teachers took us to across the street where the high school was, and I got to see high schoolers do cheerleading stunts like pyramids type stuff. And then, fourth grade, I moved to Houston, Texas, and I attended a school there. And it was a private school, a Montessori school. And one of my classmates was Rudy Tomjanovich's son. Rudy Tomjanovich was the coach for the Rockets. And so I started to watch the Rockets games on TV, and I started to see cheerleaders, and I saw the potential of cheerleaders and how, you could just be a cheerleader, cheer for a sports team, but then have that be your job and get paid a lot for it. So to me, that was really cool. And fifth grade, I started to play basketball with Rudy Tomjanovich's son during recess, and I had a lot of fun. And so I started to follow the Rockets even more. I never got to go to a Rockets game, but I watched a lot of games on TV. I tried to watch every single game on TV, and fifth grade and sixth grade, the Rockets won the NBA championships. And I was very proud because I was like, oh, that's my friend's dad's team. So that's, Rudy Tomjanovich coaches that team, and he led them to championships. And I thought partially, it was the cheerleaders who helped get them to the championships because they made sure that everyone was happy in the crowd and that everyone was cheering. And cheering motivates not only the basketball players, but also the crowd. So I realized how important cheerleading was around fifth grade, I would say, because, fourth grade, I was like, it's important. Fifth grade, I was like, whoa, it's really, really important. And I've always admired, like NBA basketball games. When you're young, you always admire all these things on TV, like the Olympics. I really wanted to be a gymnast, but I wasn't really as good at gymnastics as, the people who'd been training for it forever. And then there was, the cheerleaders for basketball, and I was like, I guess I could do that. I also had a background in gymnastics. Fifth grade, I took gymnastics classes in Redbridge, my school, and my friend had gotten me into it, and I really liked it. I learned how to do a cartwheel when I was in the Philippines. One of my friends had showed it to me, or one of my nannies, I can't remember. And I learned how to do a round off fifth grade. So I learned cartwheel sometime in the Philippines, and then a round off fifth grade, which is kind of like a cartwheel but 2 feet landing. And then just little things here and there. And the things that I learned during gymnastics definitely helped with the tumbling portion of cheerleading. For me, all I've ever really done for tumbling for cheerleading is running and then doing a round off. I never was able to do a back flip flop during cheerleading, but I ended up learning how to do a back flip flop freshman year in high school, but I never applied it to cheerleading. I did, a flip flop on the trampoline and then on the gymnastics floor, which is a little bit more springy. So I wouldn't really suggest doing a back flip flop like on like the basketball gym court unless you're really good at that, or the ground for if you're cheerleading for football or for baseball. So definitely be careful with the tumbles, and then also be careful with the lifts. You have to make sure that you have a good support system for the lifts. And then I really wanted